Hi, Prof. I hope you're having a good day.
I am having a fabulous day, and I'm so looking forward to this.
Can you tell me a little bit about your journey? So you can even go back to as far as when you were studying in med school, and also just how you got into Helen Joseph and eventually ended up with the big career that you have right now.
I always wanted to do medicine. I write well, and I'm not good at math. So my folks said go into journalism. So I left home. There we go. Took up a waitressing job, put myself through medical school, and then I decided I want to do emergency medicine. So I had to get overseas, but I didn't have funding. So I approached all the pharmaceuticals and said, listen, whoever sends me overseas, when I come back, I will lecture for you guys and give talks for you guys, just because I need exposure. And that's really how it started.
Just before I ask my next question, I just want to say your journey is very inspiring. It's nice to hear that passion can lead you down the right direction. But I just want to ask about just your stance on basically the medical fraternity of South Africa finally deciding to pay more attention to mental health when it comes to our mental health workers.
So I think it is absolutely imperative. And I think we've got to stop putting mental health in that embarrassing box. You know, we can talk about hypertension, we can talk about cancer, we can talk about HIV, but no one talks about mental health because it's considered a weakness. So I'm anxious. I'm very anxious. I double check everything. The anxiety of the potential of what if you can miss something, what happens to people, what happens to patients, drives me, and I think you've got to accept that you've got to recognize your strengths and your weaknesses. You play into your strengths, but identify your weaknesses and find other people who can support you with it. I think SARS-CoV-2 has made people realize the fragility of life, which is what my patients do every day. And I think it has potentiated a lot of mental health issues for most people, but also for medical people.
Absolutely. I was actually saying the other day that mental health is the basis of everything else that we do in our lives. So if your mental health is not fine, then you can't really do anything from there.
Because your brain is your computer hard drive. So that's why if your hard drive is not firing, you're in trouble.
I wanted to ask you how you manage your mental health. Because I find that sometimes I really struggle, but lately I've been using exercise to really get myself back into the game.
So I'm a bit of a workaholic. So I will work from 5 to 11, literally 3 weeks solidly, But then what I do is I've learned that I will take one weekend off a month, and it makes me less stressed. And I think we need to learn to do that. Do something positive for someone else. Give forward. And it's a continual thing that you can do. And that's a good mental health help.
Thank you so much for taking my call today. It's been very insightful. I got to hear a lot of information that I probably wouldn't have gotten firsthand from anyone else. And I can promise you that I'm going to use it well.
Bye-bye, my child. And we're looking forward to seeing you next year.